is Vixie Bell, and I'm your friendly neighborhood game master here at the Pocket Dragon Pub. Welcome, and thank you for joining us for episode 2 of Flabbergasted. It is a comedy role-playing game set in the Roaring 20s, and I, as the game master, cannot tell this story alone. I'm telling it with this fabulous table of players that are with me. Let's find out more about them, shall we? Starting with, I know one of the players at the table has changed, so why not start with them? Abby, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your character?
Oh my goodness, little old me. I'm Abby, I'm your local banana nerd, but today I am going to be Verna Olga Lovebreed, the 69-year-old debutante of the Lovebreed house, and she's come into a little bit of misfortune, but we'll find out together, won't we?
Misfortune. Dun dun dun! And next up is the wonderful, not just a guy, but Justin A. Guy. Tadana Joy, why don't we find out more about you and your character?
Hi, it's me, Tatana, and I am playing Justin A. Guy, a 32-year-old short king who's basically just a person who is making ends meet by being a butler for hire, but also does art on the side because he loves it. Yeah.
Great. And last but not least, the delightful, the wonderful, the happy to have at the table again, all the ampersands. Let's find out more about you and the delightful Quimby Foster.
Yeah, I'm Abs. I'm Jason in real life, pronouns he, they, and I'm playing Quimby Foster, he, him, who is a printer and designer and would-be cubist artist, except his vision outstrips his talent, so he's getting there. But he's really scruffy looking and is kind of like as informal as possible for the situation. He's got a really great taste in clothes, but he mixes and matches stuff in ways because he's experimenting, trying to realize his vision.
Well, and don't forget, Quimby thinks time is a construct.
And thinks time's a construct. Why be on time to club meetings?
Exactly. And that is our delightful cast. I can't wait to tell you more about what's happened in episode 1. If you haven't seen it, be sure to catch it on our Twitch channel if it's still up, or over on YouTube, youtube.com/@PocketDragonPub. And remember to like and subscribe to catch up on all the episodes that we have there. So that said, I have one question to ask you all. Are you ready to play a game?
Yes.
Yes.
You know it.
Frozen Mamacita?
Okay, folks, let's return to the town of Peccadillo, where winter is in full swing. The homes are decorated with holiday decorations, mistletoe, holly, all manner of decorations for the many winter holidays that happen throughout the season. Street markets are alive with vendors selling wares to the townsfolk in preparation for all of the gifts and the food that are going to be prepared for friends and relatives. And lining the streets are flyers advertising the Holiday Gala, the event of the season, where the entire town has been invited to come and celebrate. And this gala event is being put on by none other than the Underdog social club, the Cherub's Hideaway, which would be great and wonderful and be filled with possibilities for renown for this social club, except for the fact that everything this club has done to prepare for the event has somehow gone awry. And after a daunting confrontation with the Queen's men, Quimby, Justin, and Jonathan went off on the hunt to try to solidify preparations and still make this an event to remember. Unfortunately for them, Jonathan was accosted on the way to the candy store in hopes of securing not just sweets, but perhaps a few sweet liqueurs as well for the event. Verna is nowhere to be found, at least for right now, and the club's proprietor, Hydrangea Shrewsbury of the Midtown Shrewsburys, and her loyal butler, David, perhaps more than a butler, have gone off in search of the 69-year-old debutante. And that is where we find our intrepid group of socialites. Let's go ahead and reintroduce everyone for those who are just joining us. Quimby and Justin, are you together or are you separate?
We are still together because Justin just hit it off with Hot Baker Harvey.
Yeah, that's true. You
Over at Bootleggers and Baltus Bakery on Bunbury Avenue.
Yeah.
Yep. You flirted with the baker and got yourself some baked goods. Way to go, Justin.
That's some hot buns.
Hot buns. So after that bit, you are both together. Why don't you describe your characters for our audience and what they're doing now? Where are they headed?
So I think we are heading towards. I think the plan was to meet up at Dilldary's Lollipop Candy Shop. I think we are walking on the streets of Picadillo, and we're like on our way to Dilldary's.
Okay. So you're on your way. There it is. Okay. You're on your way to Dilldary's Lollipops, and as you get closer, you hear the sounds of commotion and the strong voices of cops, the fuzz. Insert any other term here you want for them. Telling people to calm down, stay back. This is a crime scene. And so on and so forth. And it just so happens as you round the corner and see Dilldary's Lollipops, what you find is crime scene tape and investigators searching the area.
You think Jonathan's okay?
I certainly hope so. Oh, this give me the heebie-jeebies. Didn't he have to go around back?
We should check the
I
out.
remember something about. I remember something about a password. Something about.
Is it peppermint? Did they say that to us? Actually,
She did tell you the password. Hydrangea told you the password, and that it was holiday themed.
oh Lord.
Oh God, I think it was
I
Holly.
guess off the top of my head, like candy canes, holly, something like that.
Candy canes.
I think it was candy cane. I think you're right.
I think it was peppermint candy cane. Yeah.
I was looking through you and I knew it.
This is why we keep you around, Verna.
Yes. Honestly, Verna probably knows anyway because you're on good terms with the proprietor as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know that giving the password to access the liquor part. Liquor, I didn't even know her. To access the alcoholic adult beverages part of the lollipop shop, you need to give the password, which happens to be candy cane.
I think. Well, I have a question. What is Quimby
Sure.
wearing, and can we sneak past the Fuds like relatively fine? Because I know that Quimby's a little eccentric looking. But so, what is?
I think at this point, he's got, he has a shirt and tie and suspenders. It's just more colorful and kind of doing the sort of mismatched patterns that was fashionable in the 20s.
So like
but
a
also,
plaid
it's covered-
suit top or something, and then. All right.
Well, actually, probably no coat, but he's wearing his winter coat, so that's covering most everything. So that's probably, what would Quimby's winter coat look like? Oh, I bet
Is it
it's
a
probably
bright
got
color?
some really ostentatious fur collar,
Yes.
and just looking ridiculous. Yeah, just hair just being right off the top. Yeah,
And I think right next to him, Justin is just like plain brown coat that's like a little bit thinning
Mm.
in places, and like has little patches everywhere because it needs to like he just takes care, like he just like doesn't want to buy new stuff, so he just like fixes them.
Mhm.
And then he's and then I think just like a plain hat, and then he's like, well, we should just sneak past the Fuds, right? Just go on back.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Okay, so how are you planning on sneaking past the feds? Because you are gonna have to roll about this.
Ooh. I'm going. Let's see.
Well, if you've never played Flabbergasted before, there are several qualities that you can use to roll in this game. The first of which is bravado and persuasion, which is essentially charming them or intimidating them into doing what you want. Culture and etiquette, which means you use society to get them to do what you want. Wit and sharp, which means you use your brain. And creativity and passion, which means you use your brain, but differently.
Yeah. I think, how about if we make a distraction? And I was trying to think of what kind of distraction to make. What if I feel like we could probably cause enough of a row that we can just slip, in the alley out back.
I have wit and sharp.
I was just
my highest thing.
I was going to lean on creativity and passion, but wit and sharp would probably be better, or bravado and persuasion, which I'm okay at.
I mean, how do we? My immediate distraction is to like start a fight with somebody.
Oh.
As you contemplate distractions and causing a row, it occurs to you that there is one person that is well suited to this task. The person who is currently day drinking over at which bar did you choose, Verna?
Why, the rake and the plow, of course, because I am a lovable rake, but I am unfortunately unplowed. Oh.
This is not a kid show, friends. And as you go into, what number whiskey is this?
Oh, I've lost count myself. One, two, three whiskeys I believe I've gotten myself into now. I'm grieving, you see. I'm in mourning.
Yes. So as you tuck into your third whiskey, the door opens dramatically as David opens it for Hydrangea to walk through, and you hear, "Verna, bless my soul, you have made me look all over the city for you." Why don't you describe what Verna looks like?
The sight that Hydrangea witnesses, she sees a 69-year-old woman caked in makeup. That white powder does not match. Her lipstick is askew. Her flapper haircut is all akimbo. She's wearing it looks like a bathrobe. It's pink and silk, and she's got a choker on with a diamond in the middle, and she's holding a part of a paper that says, "To Verna Olga of the Love Breed Estate, you will not be given the chimpanzee ranch keys. Love, Aunt Debbie." But just, Hydrangea, is that you and your man whore? Come hither. I will be buying the whiskeys tonight.
It's Verna. It's manservant. If you have to be so crass. Oh goodness.
Would you prefer the term gigolo then? Oh.
Well, it's certainly better than whore. It's not as if David's for rent. And she gives David a little pat on the arm, and she sits next to you and she says, "Why don't you try something sweeter, darling, instead of that whiskey? 2 mint juleps, please, on the Shrewsbury tab. The Midtown ones, not the Uptown ones. Thank you." There's
and a bit of whiskey in mine, please, on the Love Breed tab.
Oh, good heavens. Anyway, Verna, I've been looking for you everywhere. You do know that we've been sabotaged, correct?
Sabotage? Do you mean that somebody was involved in the estate reading I was at today and why I only got a stipend of 69 reddies a month?
Verna, dear, you are just one sandwich short of a picnic. No, I mean the Cherub's Hideaway.
Oh, yes, the club that thrives on my natural beauty. What did happen, my dear?
Well, we need your natural beauty now. The Queen's men have had the audacity not just to sabotage us, but they are trying to hold their own holiday gala. They're trying to replace us.
Verna is going to take her whiskey. I don't think even that the bartender has the chance to put it down before she snatches it from his hand. Finishes it one gulp. Oh, those Queen's men! Ow! I do declare them to be the most wretched creatures I've ever met. You know, I was talking with them the other day about how accomplished our little alcove has become, and they were saying, "Oh, Verna, all you do is flash a wrinkly tit every so often. How could you know anything about art?" I know, horrible things to say to a debutante.
Terrible.
I did.
But also, now I understand why the Queen's men were able to sabotage us so easily. The rest of the crew was out trying to confirm a new food, new liquor, the whole 9 yards. I think Quimby and Justin went to the baker. Jonathan went off to the lollipop shop. You know what I mean, the lollipop shop. She does like the very cartoony, like obvious wink towards you.
His eye just twitches as she also tries to wink back.
And she says, "Verna, we need your expertise. If I know you and the Love Breed name, we could certainly use it to, finish off these preparations before the Queen's men get to us. Or
Well,
at
my
least
dear.
can try to sabotage us again."
Well, my dear, I'm afraid I have some unfortunate news. As you know, my dear Uncle Vernon passed away recently. Bobo the chimpanzee played with him a bit too hard.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Verna.
I know, that's not even the worst part. I was at the estate, the reading of the will, and I was only given a stipend. I was not given the keys to the chimpanzee ranch or anything. My Aunt Deborah was given that. Can you believe it? I have no idea how I'll gain us models or inspiration. Oh, it wounds me to think of it.
Oh, Verna, I'm so sorry. You know what? Why don't I have my lawyer look into it? Let's see if we can't persuade your Aunt Deborah to give you those keys. Of course, that's after we fix this holiday gala disaster.
Of course, I must show my family I'm more than just a wallflower, a debutante. If we make this holiday gala go off without a hitch, I believe we won't even need your lawyers, my dear Hydrangea.
Excellent. Well, they're available and at your disposal, Verna dear. After all, we're peers. So,
Yeah,
and I
cousins
would be remiss
13
if I
times
couldn't offer my-
removed.
Exactly. I would be remiss if I couldn't offer my services to you.
Well, come along, my dear. Let us go browse the liquors. Look at the boys, so limber and trained.
Well, I'll walk you to the lollipop shop, but I have negotiations to make for the gala decorations. At this point, the Queen's men could have bought them out just to spite me. And she looks to you, Verna, and says, "There's no telling what Irene might do."
Irene, that wretched harlot, have no worries, my dear. She may have bought out half of them, but if there's anything to the Love Breed name, it is this. We will always outbuy them or send a chimpanzee to collect. Either way. Shall we go, my dear? Is your trained man prepared to take us down?
Verna, he's not a chimpanzee.
Well, come on, boy.
Please.
Chop, chop.
David looks at Verna like the old, like, this woman is clearly outside of her faculties and is the ever pressed butler, the ever like, oh God, not again. And he gives you a nod and says, "Yes, Miss Lovebreed, right away. I'm absolutely ready when you are." He's also carrying you can see that he was carrying a bunch of packages, and he lifts those up and follows both you and Hydrangea out of the bar.
Wonderful.
Hydrangea and David will walk you up to the lollipop shop and then part ways. Part ways with you, like just before they get there. And you also come upon this crime scene where Quimby and Justin are in a heated debate as to what to do to sneak past the cops. And this debate has taken like 20 minutes. So they're still...
It's a lot of, I think it's a lot of Justin being like, what if we just punch a guy?
I think mid-debate, they're just two wrinkly hands are just going to shove them apart. And Verna is going to say, "Coppers, gentlemen of the law, excuse me, I asked for a revenue to take me through. Where is my entourage? Chop chop, boys."
Okay, Verna, we're going to roll about this. What would you like to use?
We're going to roll about this. All right, considering I think I am using my bravado and persuasion here because Verna just yells and expect things to go her way.
Fantastic. So we're going to roll for bravado and persuasion. But yeah, and I also think...
Let's go.
Yay. I'm going to say this is challenging because they are working. So you need at least 2 successes.
Good news, 2 of those were 5s. So I think
Yay.
that counts.
So that does count. You have 2 successes. One of the cops looks at you and says, and you realize that this is your brother's cousin's sister's friend. And the cousin was twice removed, so they know who you are.
Reginald,
and
is that you? I couldn't recognize you without the syphilis.
Miss Lovebreed, hi. How are you? I am. This is a crime scene, ma'am. It's very difficult to try to bring you in. You could tamper with evidence.
Tamper with evidence? I am as pure as the day I was born. Now you, Reginald, I know you have a fancy for loose boys and fast women. That's why I didn't recognize you without your syphilis scars. That must have cost you quite a penny, yes. Now, would you mind walking me into the store?
Kind of turn pink as you she's turning this stuff up. Oh.
Well, are you going to escort a young lady into the store? Are we just going to stand here and look at your pockmarks?
It was just the pox, Miss Lovebreed. It wasn't anything more serious than that. But if you insist on moving through the crime scene, I will escort you.
A gentleman.
Under his breath, he goes, "Oh, family, oh."
Verna's gonna clap her little wrinkly hands once more. Entourage! Looking at Quimby and Justin.
I do stand at attention.
Quimby's just smiling and shaking his head slightly in admiration, like, how does she do it?
I think
money and inbreeding, my dear. Money and inbreeding.
I think I'm looking at Reginald, the police officer, and I'm like, ain't no shame in that. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Reginald walks you through the crime scene and into the lollipop shop where Bianca Carter is speaking with more police who are essentially taking her statement as to what happened.
This is a situation that does not involve me. I must make it about myself.
Well, what you hear as you walk in, because you're now within earring distance, you say, "Well, I saw them take him. It was... I couldn't make out any faces, but they came at him from behind, and it was odd to see such a short person go after such a tall man. Jonathan is really quite tall, you know, and handsome, and what was I talking about again? Oh,
Miss Bianca!
I wasn't aware we had customers. I thought this was a crime scene.
It is, but I am of a high variety of customer. Was it Jonathan who was taken? You witnessed that? Oh, what a terrible thing. It must have your humors all askew.
Taken?
She looks to the cops and then to you guys. Yes. Sorry, she explains. She looks at him and says, "This is members of the social club that Jonathan was a part of. The Cherub's Hideaway. They're an underdog social club hosting the holiday party this year." And it's clear that this is a fangirl. She knows way too much about Jonathan. And Like, it's very much like, this is probably someone with, like, very Helga Pataki has a bubblegum shrine of Arnold, if you've watched Hey Arnold.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes. That's the vibes when she talks about Jonathan. But she says, he was walking up to the store, at least I think he was, and when I went to go let him in, that was when someone attacked him. They jumped at him from behind, and he tried to fend them off, and the next thing I know, they had knocked him out and were dragging him around the corner. But I couldn't see their faces.
You did nothing about it?
He tried. I just couldn't see their faces. I couldn't see who it was that dragged him. I don't know if I know one person was from behind. Perhaps there was more than one. There was a point where I really didn't have a good view.
That's terribly unfortunate. Do you have any liquor for sale?
Her eyes go wide, and the cops all look at you, Verna, like everybody's head turns towards you.
Sorry.
You have to forgive me. My throat. Do you have any candy canes for sale?
She meant to say licorice. That's what she.
Licorice, black licorice. Of course, we need it strong.
Oh, Bianca nods, kind of getting her meaning. Oh, yes. I have candy canes for sale. If you go to the back, I can help you once I'm done with these gentlemen. It should only be a few minutes longer, right? And they're like, yes, miss, that should complete your statement. We'll just get a few more details and you'll be done. The licorice is in the back by the storage room door. And she gives you a look like the storage room door is the place you want to go, you know?
Thank you, my dears. For those gentlemen giving you any trouble, you know, I do have a cousin 12 times removed within the league. I could provide a bit of assistance.
Reginald clears his throat. Miss Lovebreed, I think you should do what the lady says.
Oh, I was speaking to you, Reginald. Or would you prefer one of your mistresses to come forward and speak for you?
Hangs his head in shame.
Uncle Vernon's.
One of the other cops in the room kind of laughs like, oh no, she knows the dirt on you. But yeah, so you make your way. Do you make your way towards the back of the room?
Oh, positively.
Or towards the back of the candy shop? Okay. Yeah. So you are surrounded by jars of candies in all shapes and sizes. Gummy candies, candy canes, lollipops, the spiral lollipops, the big giant round lollipops that are the size of a child's face. All manner of things. It's definitely a place that's set up. You can either buy candy by the pound, buy it by the jar, or buy it in like small bags, because you also have like Horehound candies and red strawberry candies, things of that nature. As you walk past all of this, you do see the black licorice in the back, like it was stated, licorice pieces, red and black. And there's even a blue color that says Blue Paradise on it as you pass by, and then you see the door that is marked storage room, and then in small letters underneath it, it has not small letters, a smaller image underneath the storage room shows a red and white candy cane.
Well, hidden in plain sight, as they say, almost as clever and cunning as myself.
I'm just gonna pocket one. I'm gonna leave money. I'll leave a ready. However many it costs to have one of those giant lollipops the size of somebody's face.
I was gonna buy you a house.
Well, I mean, everything you're doing gets charged to the Shrewsbury tab. So even if you took it, the person who would be charged would be Hydrangea.
Oh, dang, we're getting two. Quimby, you want one?
I was thinking we should definitely get some of this Blue Paradise licorice. Have you ever seen blue licorice before? That's exactly the sort of thing we need at our soiree.
The only blue thing I've seen is a baboon's ass. I must say, it is a curious color.
We should get that.
Oh, geez.
Get it.
So you are planning on getting some Blue Paradise licorice. Do you try any before you walk away?
Yeah, I'll try one. I'll try a blue.
Yeah.
Would
you like some?
So there's a 90s candy for those who are younger who are born in the prior century, as I, crumple to dust, realizing how far away that was. But there's a 90s candy called Gushers that had like syrup in the middle. So when you bite it, that's basically the experience you have, but like in licorice form. And you realize that it's actually filled with liquor.
Oh, we definitely are getting there.
It's boozy licorice.
Well, I am watching my figure, Justin, but I suppose I could sample one and immediately just grabs a handful, stuffs it in her mouth. Why doesn't even taste it?
Popcorn, let's go. Does anyone want to try to go through the door, or are we just
absolutely
waiting for Bianca? Okay.
Oh, we need liquor. Are you kidding me, Bianca? We're not waiting.
You're talking to the cops. So as you walk through the door, you walk through a dimly lit hall that seems to lead you into a storage room. But in that storage room, you see liquor. It's been carefully packaged as syrups. So you have vanilla syrup or chocolate syrup or even maple syrup. These are not syrups.
You can Canadians.
Oh no, not the Canadians. Don't involve them. But yeah. And after a few minutes, Bianca joins you, and you can hear the door. That she's locking the door, not because she's locking you in, but so that you aren't followed.
Oh no, locked in with the liquor cabinet.
Oh no,
such a shame. And she walks downstairs and she says, "Miss Lovebreed, please don't jeopardize my business like that. Alcohol makes up 50% of my sales here."
Heavens, Betsy, maybe you better look at your candy quality because, well, I had a handful of these and they weren't nearly as boozy as I would have hoped.
Oh, that's not a problem. I just tell them that the alcohol has been boiled out.
I see. Very well. But you are the expert, and it seems that our morality-devoid Canadians have brought you goods, and she'll gesture at the shelf of syrups.
She sighs and takes the maple syrup off the shelf and pours it, and you can tell by the quality of it that it is whiskey. It's just a fine whiskey. And she's like, "It's not maple syrup, Verna." And she pushes it towards you.
Oh, yes, this is a 1916, a fine year, and the barrel was an oak cut down in the 1800s, and the whiskey maker's wife was pregnant with a girl. She just gets all that just from sniffing.
Bianca raises an eyebrow and is like, "How did you know that?"
Well, it's easy for her. Our Varna is about 50% liquor herself.
I was going to say, my mother was a winemaker on our side.
And Bianca's like whole demeanor changes from like the shy single lady who's an entrepreneur running a candy shop to the hardened speakeasy owner that probably works with her share of like individuals. "All right, what can I interest you in? Do you want whiskey? What do you want? What are you looking to make that isn't super obvious? Especially if you're planning to serve it at the Holiday Gala."
Well, how are we going to be serving the alcohol? I was thinking of perhaps we might be under a time crunch to get a little water fountain centerpiece.
Well, I am going to warn you. The Queen's men have shown up here, and they kind of bought all of the cider already.
How are they always coming to where we're going 10 minutes before we know we're going there? They bought this a while ago. They said something about making sure they're prepared just in case something goes wrong with the Holiday Gala. I was hoping to talk to Jonathan about it, and then he got kidnapped. Well, it turns out the Queen's men are sabotaging our Holiday Gala and doing everything they can to nick everything that we've already arranged.
My flabbers are gasted.
It's just simple thing.
I can't believe Irene would do this. I thought Irene was a better person.
Well, so did we, but it turns out.
Oh, geez. Well, cheese and crackers. Let's see what I can do for you. I need to know what you want to make. I know we have no. They bought me out of cider, but that seemed. And the other thing they bought me out of
Wait.
was gin.
Hmm.
They bought out all my
gin
gin.
and juice? How are we going to have a party without gin and juice?
That's a great
Whoa.
question, but I know you can't make bee's knees right now.
Wretched.
All right. Well, let's start with the now. What do you have?
She thinks for a second.
And what and
Oh!
and we're definitely looking to you for recommendations.
Oh, I have something here. She, let me see. It's special. I just got it. The Queen's men don't even know I have this. This was a special import from the Bahamas. I know a couple of bootleggers who distribute through Florida because it's only 50 miles from the coast. Let me go ahead and grab that for you. And she pulls out a giant glass, like it's a glass. It's oh my God. I want to say it's a pitcher, but it looks more like a bottle. Like a giant glass bottle with a handle. And you can tell she's a lot stronger than she looks because this is hefty. And when she puts it on the table, she doesn't put it on hard because it is glass, but you can see it's got some weight to it. And she says, "This is Caribbean rum." And I know just the drink you can make. It's still really new in Pecadillo, so not a lot of people are familiar with it yet. And you can probably say that it's a special drink just for adults with taste. Have you ever heard of eggnog?
No.
Or maybe another drink called coquito?
Sounds very strange. Do tell me, though, if it involves this much liquor. And her eyes are just like glowing.
She's
Oh.
ready.
Oh, this sounds perfect.
And she nods and she's like, "I have the recipes right here." And she goes digging through a filing cabinet that's there and pulls out 2 recipes. One is for coquito and the other one is for eggnog. And she hands them both to you. Now, I think eggnog might be a little more common, but coquito is something that is fairly new in Pecadillo, and I think that might be a big hit.
I'm going to look at the recipes really quickly. Is there any like ingredients that stand out as hard to get?
Give me a moment. I got to go look up the recipe for coquito. I made this mistake and was like, I don't know how to make these drinks. Oh my God.
Well, it's also your world. You can say, yes, they're fine.
Oh, well, and the thing is, that's actually based on history. So Florida was a known bootlegger. Like the Everglades was known for bootlegging because the Bahamas are 50 miles away. So what they would do is they would buy liquor in the Bahamas because it's international waters, so it's not illegal to buy liquor there. They would take the liquor into the Everglades. So when the Coast Guard tried to chase them, they would make their way through the Everglades, and the Coast Guard couldn't chase them because of how messed up the Everglades are. Like messed up in the sense of like, do you want to go through the mangroves? Because I don't. But,
right.
Shout out to the alligators.
Yes, then there's the alligators, the mosquitoes, and the various other things that can and will kill you. So it became like a really popular like way to smuggle liquor into the U.S. during Prohibition. Especially rum. But yeah, okay, so what you see on the recipe card is 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 1 can of cream of coconut, 1 cup of whole milk, 1 to 1.5 cups of white rum. And next to it says, adjust to taste with a winky face, like that hand-drawn winky face. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Garnish with nutmeg.
All right.
This sounds absolutely delightful. Both in character and out of character. This sounds great.
I've made it before without the nutmeg, but it's very good. 10/10 recommend. It says they're blending the ingredients together. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, I was just saying that's quite a bit of dairy.
Oh, yeah. It says blend the ingredients together and serve. So it's a very easy drink to make as well.
fantastic. Yeah, if we can get all these ingredients and make enough for the hundreds we're expecting, then yeah.
Well,
But I'm like, Verna, you still have that party vat, or what did you call it?
I guess the fun keg, you mean?
the fun keg?
What? You have a what?
See, like, before, bless his heart, my Uncle Vernon, before he was ripped apart by his chimpanzee bozo, it was a keg that we would ferment chimpanzee milk in, and I do not remember some of those parties, but I remember them being absolutely bananas. Oh. But we will have to steal it from my Aunt Deborah. She did win it in the estate.
Whoa. So you'll need the fun keg along with the ingredients in order to have enough, or to be able to make enough to serve the entirety of Peccadillo during the Holiday Gala. Very much like a used car salesman, Bianca slaps the giant pitcher of rum and says, "So, this should get you pretty far.
Yeah.
How much are you willing to pay for it?"
Well, it's more a question of how much is Hydrangea Shrewsbury willing to pay for it.
Wait, you're on the Shrewsbury tab? She really said you could use her account?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it must really be serious then. Oh, hold on. She runs into her stores and says, oh gosh, what's a good drink here? What's a good one? Oh, here it is. And she pulls out a bottle of red wine. It's not huge in the way that the rum is, but it is from a good year. I'll add this onto it for your more elite, just in case they want something a bit more refined. Coquito is more of a party drink, but someone as well-to-do as perhaps Verna or the Shrewsburys, the Midtown ones anyway, might prefer a fine vintage. This is
of course.
Right. Have you ever heard of I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I think the gentleman said it was champagne? Champagne? Champagne.
She's going to put her hand over her mouth. Champagne. You got there in the end, but you never speak that word again.
Champagne sounds fun.
Wait, the G is silent?
Yes, unfortunately. Much like the G in my name, I'm Ola, not Olga.
Oh, of course. She goes and grabs this bottle of champagne. They told me specifically that this was from a city of the same name in France. That's how you know it's the genuine article.
Of course, same as Parmesan cheese in Italy, so I'm told.
Well, anything else is just bubble water.
Berta does that weird eye twitchy thing that she did again because she's trying to wink.
She's doing her best.
Justin's like,
oh, Verna, are you all right? Are you having a stroke? Do you smell burnt toast?
No, I'm winking it.
I'm sorry. I can't. Anyway, all right. Well, if this is what you want, I'll go ahead and charge it to the Shrewsbury accounts. I'll have it all delivered discreetly to the Cherub's Hideaway as soon as we get things all settled.
Of course, and I will offer you a tip for your most excellent services, and I'm going to give her exactly one ready.
She was fully oh, you're going to tell me how to... And she looks at the money and says, oh, a tip. Thank you. And she puts it in her pocket. I suppose I'll, if you do see Jonathan, tell him Bianca says hello.
About that, what did you see? He was kidnapped?
Oh, exactly what I told the police. Someone jumped him from behind. And and I'm not sure if there was someone else involved. I'm sure there had to be. Jonathan's so tall. And, well, he definitely was. Something happened to knock him out. I watched him fall over like a limp rag doll. And then he was so heavy I could see him dragging his body through the snow.
Maybe there's still marks from where his body was dragged.
Well, yes, that's why the place has been taped off. It's a crime scene. They're trying to figure out where the tracks went. Naturally, it's caused me some problems with my side hustle, but I'm sure it'll work out.
Well, my dears, you all have very sharp eyes. And we are, of course, of a better cut cloth than those dreadful queensmen who I am certain are behind this entire dreadful affair. How about, my dear, you show us where he was dragged off to, and we will see if you can find perhaps a clue or two. And we will avenge your dear sweet Jonathan.
You know, I can tell my customers about what the Queen's men are trying to do to you. If no one goes to their ball, they can't have one.
She's going to slide you a second ready for that.
She takes it. So social clubs in Flabbergasted operate on scandal and dignity. The more dignity you have, the better your social club is. The more, and like this also applies to you as a character. Mm-hmm. Now, I will say, if you guys okay this, it's going to give you all some scandal, but it will give your social club dignity because your social club is the victim.
Oh,
so
I don't mind taking scandal personally.
I don't mind taking scandal.
I already
either.
have some.
Yeah, because that will help you with your renown level. Because at the end of this game, we get to decide how much renown your club has, and renown can, in a multi-session game that is more than 2 sessions, your renown can actually give you more stuff for your club. Mm-hmm. But in this case, we are just looking to at least get you to a level 1 or maybe even 2 renown. So that'll help later.
Let's take it.
Yay! All right, so if you guys are all going to add scandal to your sheets. Mm-hmm. Not a whole lot, because this is just you making sure that a rumor is planted to destroy the Queen's men, and your club will gain some renown. Basically, you're being portrayed as the hardworking, doing your best, being brutally sabotaged by the mean people that are the Queen's men. So, that is that. So you have now successfully gotten another item on your list. You have purchased the liqueur.
Alcohol, the catering, party events. I think we were going to do Exquisite Corpse. We were going to do we had a band. That was Jonathan's, or was it? Or Justin, was that you?
No, I think I was catering.
You're catering.
But I think that was supposed to be Jonathan, and then Jonathan got kidnapped because I think Jonathan knew like a band or something like that, like a jazz band.
Yeah. Shoot. We have no idea what happened there. I would like to go to the back door and slide open the little door with eyes, just so I can the camera you see.
Look outside.
Okay. These eyes out the door, looking around to see is the coast clear? Can we get out there?
You see that there's no one in the back alley necessarily, because this opens up to a back alley, and it probably would have been the door Jonathan went through. You can hear the cops a little ways off, but you can hear them, and they're kind of off to the side of the door, outside of eye view. Basically, Jonathan never made it, or almost made it to the door, but didn't quite make it with enough time for Bianca to even see what was happening. At least.
Okay, and I look back to the group and I say, the law is nearby, but not in the alley. So if we wanted to open the door, see what we could see from the stoop.
Yeah,
we might learn something.
But are you gonna look?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you guys are gonna try to look to see if you can find any clues as to Jonathan's disappearance.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll about this. This is a challenging task, so you need at least 2 successes. You can use whatever you like.
I'm going to try to use creativity and passion to recreate the crime scene in my head.
Okay, no problem.
Is this something?
We're
is this something
Sherlocking
Quimby's
it.
good?
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're like drama.
Is Quimby
Drama.
good at crime? No, but he's going to try.
Absolutely,
I
let's
feel like
go.
He's made at least one like weird austere play where he's drawing his info from.
Okay. Both of you also have a lucky coin.
Oh, that's right. Yes. And remind me, what does the lucky coin do?
So your lucky coin is a token that is awarded to you for playing a great game, which you were last session. And if you don't succeed in a character trait, you can also use a lucky coin. Basically, the way it works is that you call heads or tails, and if you call it correctly, it counts as an additional success. Remember, coins don't carry between sessions, and players can only have 3 coins at a time. So,
Use them or lose them.
yep, use them or lose them.
Okay. Well,
Also, your scene cues have refreshed as well,
yes.
except for Verna's, who never used her. So she's got hers ready.
All right, here we go. That is 2 successes.
Fabulous. Okay. Are you rolling? And then Justin and Verna, you're not rolling. You're relying on Quimby's
Yeah,
acumen.
I think we're relying on. I'm relying.
We
on.
are, but I'm gonna have a scene cube ready if things go wrong. But
Fantastic.
Nice.
Okay, so Quimby, you look down at you kind of carefully make your way out of the door and try to recreate the crime scene, reverse engineer it. You know that Jonathan never made it to the door. And you also know that someone essentially attacked him on his way. As you look to the left, you can see the tracks of like what looks to be someone approaching, but like having stopped. And like the snow around the area has sort of been churned up and disturbed as though some kind of struggle took place. Further off, you can see like what looks like long marks where a body could have been dragged through the snow, and those tracks lead out and around a corner of another building.
Is there anything left, like scrap of cloth?
As you look around, you see a notebook. Jonathan's grandfather's notebook. A notebook that he would never in a million years have let go of. It's the notebook in which he writes all of his clues when he's trying to be a hard-boiled detective.
Oh, I'm so torn. Do I leave this for the cops to find, or do I nick it?
It's up to you.
I don't know if there's anything in here that would help the case. Oh,
It would tell us. It would tell us where his jazz band idea was.
yeah. I think I'm
Yes,
gonna
it
flip
could.
through it. I'm gonna flip through it really quick to see what Jonathan was working on. And then I'm gonna leave it back in the snow, and I'm gonna try to make it super obvious so the let's find it.
leave a scarf
really
on it
missed
to
it.
whiff a perfume. Oh.
As you
Standing
flip
up.
through the notebook, you can see the name of a jazz band. Let's go ahead and roll up a jazz band name.
Oh, right.
Oh, geez.
E100.
Yes, someone grab a D100 for me and roll it up.
I got
And
a
I will.
3.
A 3.
0,
Okay.
3.
0-3. One moment, please. Let me go into my little book of stuff. All right. So on a 3, they're called the. Let's see. I'm going to actually ask you to roll it for me twice. Marquess.
Marquez.
And then roll it again.
34.
Okay. 34. One moment, please. Ooh, okay. Marquess Moonshine.
Very good.
That's the
So
band name?
That's the band's name. Marquess Moonshine. It's not a good band name. It is just a band name. And you see in the notes at the bottom that, or like in like small print, Jonathan had put only band not booked for the holidays.
Oh. Why
There's
am I not booked?
there's the name of another jazz band, the one that you were originally gonna use, which I'm gonna borrow a real life. I could borrow a real life name.
7, wasn't it? I remember we were talking. Oh, sorry. I just remember from last session it was like the something 7, but they didn't have 7 band members.
Oh yeah, so you see the other band name, and you see beneath it, booked by the Queen's Men.
Of course.
Outbid is also next to it.
Oh.
So they offered them more money.
Well, we'll see about that.
So, we have a band. Like, he was on trail to one. We should follow it.
Yeah. I'll put Jonathan's notebook back in the snow where it fell.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get out from my satchel. I'm going to fashion a fuchsia colored arrow.
Okay.
With some paints and some paper, and just put it, the arrow like, so the coppers find it.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to take a dignity for that.
Oh,
because you are helping the cops to find.
I'm trying to help Jonathan.
Jonathan's
here,
attacker. Yes, you are helping Jonathan, but in like doing so, you're helping the cops, which is societally will give you dignity. So,
surprise! How much scandal did we take from the?
You just took one scandal. It wasn't a huge amount.
Oh, just one.
Yeah,
okay,
one.
so then.
And then you'll take one dignity for this. Yeah.
I'm at 1 scandal. That's great. Because I had 1 from last time. All right.
Yay!
Nice. I'm at 2.
All right.
God knows how much Verna's going to end up with by the end of the session. But anyway, all right.
This is perfect. This is how I see Quimby like accidentally keep doing the right thing and like getting dignity when he's trying to become scandalous and
and
I will say, Justin and Verna, go ahead and roll for me as well. Let's say just for a casual observation of the crime scene.
Sure.
Because Quimby found the notebook.
Just 1d6.
Also 1d6. Not the not the best fork in the grub.
Well, between the two of you might find something. You each roll a 6.
Wait. Are we rolling for what trait? Doesn't matter.
Whatever trait you think will help you best in this observation.
Wit and sharp.
Okay.
Oh dear Lord.
What did you get?
Not a 5 or a 6 to be found.
Oh boy.
Nice.
So Justin, you were distracted. Verna, what did you roll?
5 and a 6. Somehow Verna's on this.
So Justin is distracted. Maybe you're thinking about what are you thinking about? What's distracting you and keeping you from really being present after the disappearance of your friend Jonathan from the Cupid's Hideaway?
I think he's thinking about how what's it called? What's her name? Bianca's like
Cherub's Hideaway. Sorry, yes.
I think he's thinking about how utterly obsessed Bianca is, and he's like, has she even talked to him? Is it weird? Should we tell him when he once we find him? I don't know.
And then Verna. Oh yeah, I didn't describe Bianca. Bianca is a shorter woman. She's curvy, but not she's curvy. And she is very cute. Like she's got a very cute little heart-shaped face, made up. She's got a little crochet hat on with a little flower on it. And her hair is cut into the classic kind of angled bob that is prevalent in the 20s. It's very styled as well. So she looks sharp, but in a very cute way. She's not overdone in the way that a full-on flapper might be. So Verna, you who are not distracted by Bianca's obsession with Jonathan, you are looking around with Quimby, just kind of how dare someone attack one of the members of your social club? And as you look around, you find a card.
Oh, what is this? Could it be a nudie picture? No, it just has words on it.
The front part has a typewriter on it, and the back part says Cornelius A. Spratt, Vice President of all the Queen's Men.
Well, and she says this quite loudly. I think it echoes throughout this alleyway. Yes, that we have our main suspect. As she flips the card around, it is upside down. Quickly fixes it. Cornelius A. Spratt. Looks like he was at the very least here at the scene of the crime. I can sit now. Quimby, if you wouldn't mind, walk me through the scene.
Right. There was a scuffle, and then they took Jonathan.
And he's very short. That's right, that very short man, that leprechaun. His card fell out because of course he'd bring his business cards to a murder.
Surely, Vixie, surely we would know Cornelius. Is Cornelius short? Like,
so yes, you would know who Cornelius Spratt is. He is known as Corny by you guys because you hate him. He's also insufferably, very much think indie film snob vibes, but indie author vibes. Like, oh, you haven't read that? Of course, it's like it's a Kurosawa, you know, like that kind of vibe. Is Cornelius, and yes, he is also a short king.
Yes,
Irene is actually taller than him, and you can tell that he's a bottom.
And that's
not that they're together, but just in general, like
wrong with that. He's just annoying.
Yes, he's also annoying. He's also obnoxious.
Well, should we take this with us, or shall I leave this for our dear swine in uniform to find?
I think you put it right next to the arrow.
I'll fashion
draw another arrow.
Yes. This one in what color? Probably.
Give it a curly vermilion, I say.
Vermilion. There we go. Something that stands out easily against the snow.
Fantastic.
Make
you
it
won't
curly
take a
cute,
dignity
like a
or a
pig
scandal
skin.
for this because this is just you attacking another club. I would say I because it would be it's a wash because the cops are like, yay, thanks for the help, but all the Queen's men are gonna be pissed at you, so it washes out. I was like, you don't get anything.
Yeah.
This leaves you in the
I
same
I love
standing
that
you're in.
Quimby is just like, yes, like dignity and then scandal and then dignity.
While we're just hurting Quimby's feelings by using short people slurs, I think Verna, who's like, I think
I know
Verna's
Quimby is
6'5".
like 5'10".
It's me. You're
6'1",
hurting
yeah.
me.
You're hurting Justin.
She's still getting
Justin's
used
our
to
short king. Don't worry, Justin. Harvey will make it better. Your Highland Baker will make it better. Anyway, so, oh God, every time this person's become associated with the letter B now, I can't. This episode of Flabbergasted has been brought to you by the letter B. Anyway, so you guys, are you choosing to stay at the crime scene any longer, or are you going to move on? Because you also have a holiday gala to plan.
We gotta
go.
move on. I think the next stop was as much as I'm concerned about Jonathan also is the type, like, probably voted in the club most likely to be able to take care of himself. So
Oh yeah,
Correct.
Sure.
I think and if the cops are already on it, then great. They can handle that. We've got a party to do. I hate to say that, but gotta make an executive call as the president.
So as the three of you make your way away from the crime scene, you hear the cops go, I think I found something, and make their way towards the arrows that you have set.
Yes.
Amazing.
I mean, they're bright.
They needed a nudge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys are now where are you headed? What else is on your list?
Can we ask the cops, like, especially like Verna's
Reginald?
brother's cousin, second removed sister's friend,
Yes.
Reginald, to like alert us if they find any information about Jonathan?
You can absolutely ask. I think from you will have to roll bravado persuasion. If it's from Verna, it will require nothing. So.
I'll ask Verna to do it then.
I think Verna's just like,
I'll delegate.
I think she's using the reflection of the snow to like check herself.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, what was that, Quimby?
Oh, can you please ask the fuzz to alert the club if they hear anything about Jonathan?
Oh, of course, my dear. Reginald!
Yes, Miss Lovebreed.
Please, I am your sister's cousin, 13th removed. You may call me Verna. If you don't mind, my dear, please inform us, as we are the closest thing that poor man has to next of kin, if you find anything regarding his safety.
Right, I will send word if we found him, if we do find him, at least before the Holiday Gala. I heard it's going to be really great. Perhaps, are you attending? Will I see you there? He says.
But of course.
He sighs.
She, of course, ignores this trepidation.
He gives a little like, oh no, I'm gonna see you there. Kind of like that's his face. He goes,
And
oh,
I can
lovely.
assure you, my dear Reginald, that I will be in possession of all the trained chimpanzees from the ranch, as I did properly earn them in the estate.
He clears his throat. I don't know anything about any chimpanzees, but I have heard that the Holiday Gala is going to be pretty great. Yeah, I think the Queen's Men are hosting this year.
Incorrect. Bourgeois.
What?
Yeah, Verna's eye starts twitching again.
Yeah. No. The Holiday Gala you want to be seen at is at the Cherub's Hideaway. Give him one, and I give him one of the regular invitations.
So you hand one of the invitations to Reginald. He says, do you mind if I take a few more for my friends? They got these instead. And he holds out another invitation. And this invitation, similar to the business card, has a typewriter on it on one side and a quill on the other, and says, your presence is requested at the Queen's Men, whatever, and has the address of the Queen's Men for a Holiday Gala.
Oh, absolutely. I'll give.
And it's in black and white. Like this is elegant, but not necessarily visually interesting. It's not eye catching.
Yes. I will kind of look it over, toss it over my shoulder, give him a few more. I'll say, be sure to come off duty.
And he says, sure, no problem. And he takes the invitations from you and says, hey guys, apparently the other Holiday Gala is not the right one.
Now you're on the trolley.
Yes, we should come here. It's supposed to be the cat's meow. And he hands
there you go.
he hands them these invitations, and you are able to. You have now secured more invitees to the event. The more you get, again, the more your club's renown grows. So,
all right.
Yep.
I'll make sure Bianca has an invite too. Then.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes, we must invite Bianca.
So do you slide an invite under the door? How do you do that?
Oh, we'll just get it back to Bianca. Or can we get there, or did we?
You can go back if you need to.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll just run in.
You just have to kind of walk around the cops.
I'll just walk around the. Yep.
Who are investigating the scene.
Yeah. Oh well, if we're, I'll just call Bianca, dear.
Yes. Bianca sticks her head out the door.
Give her a couple invitations and.
Oh, what are these?
I absolutely forgot these. Of course, you're invited.
Oh, thank you. I was wondering, actually. I just got I had received the invitation from the Queen's Men. They started handing invitations out a few days ago. Irene was pretty confident that the gala at the Cherub's Hideaway was going to be canceled.
Well,
now I know better.
Certainly, she's not the one in the know. So, see you there.
Yes, you'll see this giggle mug there. And she laughs. Oh, also, is Jonathan going to be there?
Well, if he can be returned to us and we find his kidnappers, then of course he will be.
Oh, wonderful. And she her eyes go wide. I certainly hope that he's all right and that I get to see him on this holiday eve. It'll be so, I don't know, magical. and like she closes the door, and you can hear her giggling like as she walks away. Again, obsessed.
In a way, it's a
Chocolate's
little
pretty great. I get it.
In a way, it's a little bit sweet, right? Like, but also not.
You know,
Oh, positively.
I just hope she won't be disappointed.
That's true.
But, well, I don't know. Hopefully, I can't speak for Jonathan. Also,
Nobody knows. Jonathan doesn't even know. So
right. So we're going to go to the winter market to see about pins for the gift exchange. But also, we need something expensive.
What about
I
some?
can think of a few expensive things myself. For a bit of thievery.
Well, we've got hydrangea's accounts. It's I don't have to go whole hog on that.
This might sound kind of crazy, but what if we gave everybody like beautiful glass ornaments or something like that? Something that they can like trinkets, something that sparkles.
Oh,
Like where your mind is at, Justin.
I think that would be fantastic. Oh, but we'll have to see what we can get. It's not like
I
putting
think
in
this
a
is a good
catering
point
order.
to ask. What is a common holiday trinket in this world that is commonly given to people, like a tchotchke of sorts for the holidays?
I think pinecone pegs.
pine cone pegs. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little pine cone with sticks stuck in it, but I think we're
Yay.
gonna bedazzle them to make
Okay,
them even
fantastic.
better.
So these are surprisingly common. So if that's what you guys want to do, you're welcome to bedazzle some pine cone pegs.
I was going to say we need something that this is it's for Abby's sake. This is something that's like meant to impress. It's meant to be expensive.
What if we made it out of like glass? Like we commissioned a glass blower to like
To make pine cone pegs.
out of glass.
Yes.
Like
There
color-
we go. Now you're talking.
Now we're talking.
And they're like ornamental and they do nothing but be beautiful, which is kind of our vibe.
Yes. And now I've got to go find a shop name for a glass blower. This is fine.
We can make one.
We can. No, I got this. They usually. I love lists of shop names, and I know that they have them like somewhere in the book.
We also need to go talk to Marquez Moonshine.
Okay. Yes, because
Let's
you need
help and
to
look
book
for
the
clues.
musicians. I think the Christmas markets are set up on Picado Circle. Why you would call something sin or circle, I don't know, but okay. Because pecado means sin in Spanish, but all right. Anyway, Pecado Circle is where these Christmas markets are set up, and it's very picturesque. And it's seasonal, so they only set up here like once a year.
Got it. Okay.
Actually, we can just name we don't have to name the shop. We can just name the glass blower, and we can roll a D100 for that.
I'll do it.
Yay! Whoever wants to roll a D100.
72. And
Okay. 72. Ooh, Billy Dubois
Okay.
is the glass blower, and then we'll consider them a sculptor, tall and barrel-chested with unkempt hair and an infectious giggle.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yep.
He's a
Name
little
was-
guy.
What was that name again?
Billy
Billy Dubois.
Dubois.
Billy Dubois.
Mhm.
Glass blower.
All right. And that's the glass blower you'll be looking for. He's known for his glass blowing wares, and he only comes once a year. So, Verna, you would really know him because he's all the rage with the peerage.
Oh yes, Billy. tiny little thing. He could scamper up skirts like a squirrel, but he is quite talented when it comes to glass blowing. We could have him make little ornaments, little pine coat pigs, but ones that last forever and don't rot or get eaten by your Aunt Deborah by mistake during the ball.
Oh, good heavens. Deborah, why are you like this?
Why are you built like this?
But anyway, so that's the glass blower. And then you are going to Marquise Moonshine.
Yeah.
Someone roll me a D10.
Is it 10? Oh, I have a D10.
Yay.
A 4.
On a 4, you are going to the White Orchid Theater. You found out that they were booked at the White Orchid Theater for tonight.
Okay.
And there's flyers and stuff. This isn't something that's like secret or anything. They're not famous enough to play at speakeasies. Because speakeasies here are they're secret, they're underground, they're visited by the peerage, and the entertainment and the things that are booked there have to match the quality of the audience that is going to these places.
Makes sense.
The only people who get to go who maybe aren't part of the peerage are the servants that the peerage brings with them. It's very highly exclusive. Not that good stuff.
So that's tonight. What time is it?
At this point, you guys set out late morning, I believe, to get this done. Is that correct?
Yeah.
After Hydrangea had her little freak out. And so at this point, you are entering late afternoon. So we're talking about let's say 4 or 5, nearing evening.
Okay.
The Christmas markets are open until late. So they usually close probably around 10 in the evening, which is still a ways away. And shows and things tend to start between around 8 here.
That's why I was thinking we should go see Marquess Moonshine first before they go on. Catch them before their act tonight.
Oh,
So you guys are all going to go to see Marquess Moonshine and try to convince them to help you out.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
I get to ask a question here. Who's walking in the front? Who's walking in the middle, and who's walking in the back?
I think Verna's up front. She knows where all the cool... She's drunk at this bar before.
Okay. So you're in the front, Verna. Who's in the back?
I think I'm in the back.
Okay. I would like you to roll me for observation, wits, and sharp, please.
Okay.
Oh, good. Because I only got 2.
This is challenging, so 2 successes at least are necessary.
I only have 1 success.
Cool. So,
God, I'm just so distracted.
You hear something,
Mhm.
and you turn, but don't see anything associated with that sound, so you don't think anything of it. What you don't see is the person who ducked around the corner that's been watching you.
Oh no.
And that is where we are going to take our break. So grab a drink, grab a snack, and come back to see how the social club of the year, the Cherub's Hideaway, is going to get sabotaged. I mean, how they're going to book this jazz orchestra with no actual problems at all. Yeah. See you real soon. everybody. I hope you had an opportunity to grab a drink and a snack as we enter the second half of our game of Flabbergasted, Hijinks at the Holiday Gala. Our group of socialites are currently en route to pick up the second to last of the items that they need for a holiday gala that is just going to be the bee's knees. The Marquess Moonshine, your new jazz band for the holiday gala. Let's you guys find yourselves back on Farrago Way. And in front of White Orchid Theater, the beautiful white orchid that is its emblem is in front of you. And from within, you can hear the off-key kind of dissonant sounds of musicians tuning instruments and basically rehearsing for their show.
I don't know anything about music. Who should...
No, they die. Just pretend.
Quimby, do you want to take a crack at talking to them, getting them on our side?
Sure.
And if they need a little female persuasion, I'll be there as well.
I guess if you'll also need male persuasion, I'm also there.
You got a bit of both. You're good.
Yeah.
Boys, gals, non-binary pals, we got them all.
We know are they getting ready to do a sound check or any practice?
As you walk
before?
inside, you hear the strains of a very popular song called Old Dina that has been the rage in Picadillo lately. They are rehearsing for their show. So they're actively you heard them tune up and now they're playing this sort of song.
Does it sound good?
It sounds good, but not great. They're capable. They're just not the creme de la creme. Very much this is a band you hire for a birthday party, not necessarily a band you hire for an event.
Maybe if you get them lifted up, that would change.
Never know.
Think about this. Concoct a plan.
While you're concocting a plan, I would like Justin to roll me a D100 so that we can, so that you have a name for the band leader and the person who makes all the decisions for Marquess Moonshine.
All right.
Kid you not, I rolled a 69.
69!
Nice.
Hey!
Nice.
All right. So this man's name, appropriately. Wallace Cockett. I kid you not, that is what the thing says.
Amazing.
So.
What you tell me to do? That's let's see. Would I? No, let me think. Oh, what are some
Wally C is what he's known for short, the Marquess Moonshine himself.
Got it. So they're not amazing.
I could always try to figure out why they aren't amazing. Is it really lack of talent?
Yeah, I wonder if it is. I'm gonna just kind of walk in, and I'll wait for them to kind of finish and get to the end of the song.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of cry out "Where's Wally C?"
And someone from the band stands up and says, "Yeah, you need me?
Yes. Well,
You mean me?"
The
What are
Holiday
you doing here?
Gala-
We're trying to rehearse.
The Holiday Gala of the year might need you.
Oh,
But,
you mean the one by the Queensmen? I thought they booked somebody else.
the one by the Cherub's Hideaway. The
Oh,
real.
didn't they? You know, they said y'all died or something. Some kind of plague. Some nonsense.
Yes,
Haven't
I am a
got this yet,
ghost. Ooh. Do we appear dead?
No.
I'm certainly a flesh and blood woman. I would reconsider their falsehoods.
So it's a bunch of hokum?
It's a bunch of hokum.
I can't believe it. I knew that Irene was something else, and not in the good way either. She's not like other girls, but in the you know.
Is that what's ailing you?
What, Irene?
Yeah. Or just the holiday party situation to begin with.
Well, it's really hard for a small band to establish themselves here in Peccadillo, you know, especially with stuff like the Magnificent Seven or whatever they're called. We've got talent too, but look at our instruments. They're kind of ancient. We don't have the funding to justify, you know, getting new stuff.
Oh. Well, I was going to try some surrealist prompts to kind of put a new spin on your music to see if that would help, but also the quality of the instruments certainly would say something, wouldn't it?
Well, look at Donnie's trombone. It can't even bone. It's so sad. And you can see like it's rusted. Like, so it's actually harder for him to like use it properly.
Got more dents than my gams. Good Lord.
Benny's sax is just non-functional. Like, you can't even take a pill for that.
It's a saxophone.
I know what I said.
Yo. All right. Well,
not for kids.
Well, perhaps this might be both our lucky days. The gala of the year is gonna need a band.
Okay.
And our vice president had you pegged for the job. But well, he's kidnapped, so there's all sorts of hokum going on.
I bet it was Irene. She's kind of vindictive and petty.
Well, signs point to possibly another Queensman chairperson, but if it's instruments you need, yeah. Well, never mind that. If it's instruments you need, perhaps we can cut a deal. If you'd love to play our holiday gala, we can absolutely help you get new instruments.
Hey, Amps, if it's okay, I've got an idea. I am going to play one of my scene cues, the IOU.
What?
The IOU. So Verna is just going to you just see her at this bar, because of course she's found the bar immediately.
This would have been a roll anyway,
down.
But because you're using a scene cue, you auto succeed. So
tell me about.
Let's go.
Quimbley, you're just going to feel a piece of paper slide into your hand. And when you look at Verna, she's just gone back to drinking. But in her elegant text, she has scribbled please charge this to the estate of Deborah Lovebreed. And it is multiple orders for instruments from the orchestra of the city.
Deborah!
Deborah's going to be like, what are these charges?
Fantastic. It's Benji all over again. I love it.
Yes.
But yeah. Okay.
Oh. Yes, the funds certainly can be procured. I give Verna the thumbs up.
She just lifts up her drink.
So you're gonna pay us with new instruments?
And your fee.
Oh, we get a fee too.
Yeah.
69 readies per crew, as the letter says.
Well, that's pretty ritzy. I don't think I can say no.
Then don't.
I'm gonna start.
Where did you
passing on
come from,
invitations.
short stuff? Have you been here the whole time?
I was just standing behind him.
Oh, I couldn't see you because of the shadow. Sorry.
Okay.
Justin, feelings hurt. Rain in the background.
Dang. And I just quickly like hop up on stage and start passing around invitations. For definitely bring your friends and family, and yeah, well, if
Okay.
we need to go, and I pass the IOU to Wally C, and yes,
where are we gonna? So you're booking us for the Holiday Gala. I think we don't have anything on that date because the Queen's Men booked the Magnificent, whatever they're called. Yeah. What time do you want us to be there?
I give an appropriate time, and especially so they can figure out like what they sound like with their new instruments in the space, so they can explore the space before the party begins.
All right. Well, this gala is certainly gonna be a feather in the Cherub Hideaway's cap. And he extends his hand out to you to shake on it. It's a shake deal.
I give an awkward handshake because
One of these.
Quibi's got a lot of energy, and
And then oh gosh, this is someone who is much more grounded in themselves. So like they grab your hand and physically move you up and down a little bit. Like it is a strong, good grip. And he says,
fantastic.
So Wally's very enthusiastic. He says, "All right, we'll see you there. You got yourself a band."
Splendid.
And he turns around to his band and says, "Hey boys, new instruments, courtesy of Deborah Lovebreed. Don't know who the broad is, but you better thank her if you see her."
Fantastic.
So you now have a band, so you can check that off your list as well.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think all we need now are the trinkets?
Yeah. Your
Gift
pine
exchange,
cone.
yeah.
Our pine
Your
cone
glass
cake.
blown pine cones.
Okay. Well, I guess it's like we still have time to go find where would Billy Dubois be, this glassblower?
Christmas market is in the center of the city. I had said where it was earlier, but I gotta go find the map of Picadillo.
The weirdly named Picado Circle.
Yes, Picado Circle. So that's where you would find him in those Christmas markets.
You do the man about town. I can lead us there.
Yes, you can. But do you want to walk there? Because it's quite a walk from Farrago Way. Or do you want to take an alternate means of transportation?
We should call a taxi.
Yes. Do they have cabs?
They have drivers, especially if you're part of the peerage. So, Verna, are you calling your driver?
Absolutely. I ask her, is there any way I could call my driver? We must be heading out quickly. Probably behind the bar.
The 1920s, I believe the telephone had been invented.
Alexander Graham Bell. It was like the one where you hold and all that.
Yeah. So you can absolutely call your driver. There's a phone in the theater. Mm-hmm. So,
operator, put me through to the Lovebreed estate. No, not those dreadful Lovegoods. They're a cadet branch. Thank you.
Oh, right away. Please hold. And you hear a click as, and then someone picks up and says, "Lovegood estate."
Hello, it is Verna.
Ah, Miss Verna, lovely to hear from you. How can I assist?
Would you mind sending down, what's his name, the driver with the handlebar mustache, Wallace, down to the White Orchid Theatre? My social club and I need a ride, and it is dreadfully snowy.
Wallace was the name of your last driver, miss. This driver is... And if you want to roll a D100, we can give him a name.
Hey, Tata, you want to roll? Roll for my guy?
Yeah.
I don't think... Oh, yeah, let me get a D100. Let me see here. 99. Dang.
Oh, God. Okay.
Ooh.
Herbert Garfield.
Good for him.
This one is Herbert. You called him Herbie the other day.
Oh, yes, that one. He had limp wrists. I suppose he'll do. Thank you. And immediately just hangs up.
And
Good news, Entourage!
your car arrives, about 10 minutes later. It is a Model T that is painted black. It is shiny. It has no top because these are early vehicles of the time. And driving it is a very handsome Irishman who may or may not have been, inspired by Downton Abbey's driver. It's fine. It's fine.
Abby.
Miss Verna. Miss Verna. Lovely to see you.
Thank you. Everyone into the car. I'm sure the seats have been heated as per my request.
Yes, miss. Seats are heated as you requested.
Thank you, dear boy.
And
Now
the
let us
seats
go
are-
to the holiday.
The seats are comfortably warm. Not hot, but comfortably warm for the weather. And he says, where to, miss?
It was the holiday something, right?
Oh, the holiday market.
Picadillo.
Holiday market.
Pecado
To the holiday
Circle.
market, babe. Yeah. Pecado
Pecado
Circle.
Circle, miss. Right away. And he, puts the car into gear. This is back in the day. And the car takes off. And you trundle. This is not a smooth ride. This is pre-fixing that. So you guys are, bouncing along as you drive through the city to Pecado Circle. And you arrive there in the midst of the holiday market. And Herbert hops out to open the door for you, Verna, and offers a hand to help you out of the cab.
Very graciously, very exaggerated movements.
Mm-hmm.
Trembling with arthritis, but she's just
Trembling with arthritis.
Trembling with excitement is what Verna would say. But yes. And he's, will there be anything else, miss?
Why don't you buy yourself something and she will flicker ready towards him. Get yourself a Cracker Jack or whatever it is you Irishmen eat.
He grabs the ready and says, miss, I'm Cracker Jack, sir, for children. It's not necessarily something classically Irish.
Well, when are you? 19 years of age? Get yourself a Cracker Jack and enjoy the prize.
He sighs. Yes, miss. And he's not 19. He's clearly he's about Justin's age.
32.
Yeah, he's in his 30s. But Verna's like, here you go buy yourself some candy, bud. And so that is where you leave the driver. The driver is there whenever you seek to return. And you go through the holiday market until you see this, and you can see the steam rising from the glass blower's stall. It's set up outside of his shop, actually, as kind of an extension of his shop. He's got the kiln out there with fragments of glass, and he's in the middle of giving a tutorial on the art of blowing a glass chalice, because he's in the middle of blowing some wine glasses.
I think
Mr. Dubois, hello. It is I, one of your favorite clients. She'll step in, very Marilyn Monroe-esque, just one leg in.
Mr. Dubois looks up at you and then looks to it, hands off his, because when you're blowing glass, sometimes the glass will be on a stick. He hands this off to his assistant and says, don't leave it in the fire too long, please. And moves over to you, Verna. He's older, not quite as old as Verna. He's in his 50s. He's got a little, strands of gray in his hair, barrel chested, like we said earlier. And he's wearing glasses. And he comes over, the sleeves of his collared shirt are rolled up because he's working. He's got an apron over his pants to stay neat while he works. And he says, is that you, Miss Lovegood? Lovely to see you. How can I help you today?
It is Verna Ogre Love Breed. Thank you very much.
Love Breed.
The Lovegood Architect branch.
Right. Sorry about that. I'm not up to date with the peerage, but then again, you also make my money, so I'll do my best to be better next time.
Absolutely correct, proletariat. Now, I would like to commission you for a party, and I, in fact, will also be inviting you to the party. Justin, dear boy, I do have the invitations. Thank you. Yes, we at the Cherub's Hideaway are going to be hosting a grand party, but we are lacking in party favors. And are you familiar with the concept of a porcupine, a hedgehog, but that it is made from a pine cone?
I'm familiar with a pine cone pig, Miss Lovebreed. He takes the invitation, hands it to his assistant, and says, "Why don't you go ahead and throw that into the kiln?" And
No, you're all invited.
I understand that. I'm just not sure I want to attend a party of this nature. The Queen's men were pretty clear that the peerage wasn't interested in mingling with the riffraff.
But here I am. I love Reed. Speaking with you, and it's going to take her quite a bit of will to do that. She removes her glove and puts it on his rough hand. I am here because I know of your talent. So. Oh my god, it's so erotic. Berta's trembling against his patient. And she's going to flutter her eyelashes under her very heavily pasted face. I came here because I knew you were a man of talent. I do not care for peerage. Otherwise, riffraff. The Queen's men only care for peerage. I want you there, specifically, and she moves her hand up to her chest and in my heart.
I'm going to ask you to roll for this. This is going to be, you can choose, oh my gosh, creativity and passion because you're passionate, you're being very passionate in your words, or culture and etiquette because you are a member of the
I was going to say culture and etiquette.
He still has to honor that, despite the fact that he is clearly someone who does not like the wealthy class.
Oh boy. Okay, 2 5s.
Okay, so that's, I was going to say, this is 2 successes. You got 2 successes. And you, something about what you said makes him pause, and he holds his hand up. Don't throw that invitation in the kiln just yet. Miss Lovebreed, what are the proceeds of this event going to?
Verna blue screens, looks towards her entourage. Would you remind me where the proceeds are going to, everyone? And she's giving that, please help me, I didn't think about the poors.
I'm gonna let Quimby talk for a second. If Quimby doesn't say anything, we'll see what it's because Quimby is our president. Hopefully he knows where they go.
Did we discuss this? I didn't know if that was the
Hydrangea never mentioned anything, so you are gonna be
I got something.
Okay.
I think
do something.
Well, I'll say it's going to, first and foremost, the Cherub's Hideaway, which is the up-and-coming premier location and venue for showcasing new and upcoming artists, especially those that have not those that would escape notice from the peerage. We want the avant-garde, we want the nouveau, we want the most interesting acts and artists that we can find, and we want to share them with all of Pegadillo.
Oh, well, that's pretty novel. The Queen's men just mentioned that you were deliberately inviting members of the peerage, not members who and people who were not welcome. I didn't realize that you were also. Hmm?
My dear boy, my handsome young gentleman, you know, the peerage are not only not coming, you may have heard that my aunt recently lost her husband to a chimpanzee attack. Very tragic. She's using her own funds to have an up-and-coming young band replace all their instruments and play.
He seems impressed. All right. And he places a hand over yours, Verna, and your arthritic, trembling, thin hand is sandwiched between his big, burly, larger palms. This is the lowest I can. And he says, then I think I will go. How many of these pinecone pigs do you need? And he looks
Probably,
directly in your eyes, by the way, because we got to have that too.
Oh my god, so Vix, I love you.
Behind what's it called? What's his name?
What?
Oh,
Justin is out here.
Behind
Henry Dubois.
We'll need 100.
And you will be paid extra, and she's going to take out the rest of her readies, which there are only 67 now.
And make sure that your men are well paid.
we also have the Shrewsbury account.
He holds his hands up and then he takes the coin purse that you offer Verna and pushes it back into your hand slowly and says, keep your readies. This is for free. And like he turns and says, shut the shop down, no more sales. We have work to do. We have 100 pinecone pigs to make before tomorrow. Let's get to work, people. And he turns around and looks at you, Verna, and says, I'll see you at the event.
Verna, and it's gonna, fuck it, I'm gonna roll for this because it's gonna take her so much willpower to do this.
Oh my god!
It's gonna be a wit and sharp roll. If I get a success, she'll manage to kiss him on the cheek.
Oh god.
I manage. She's like, I have to think about this.
Go show the camera.
It's a 6.
But you see, like, she goes through all 5 stages of grief very quickly, all at once. Where she just leans down and goes,
I hope to see you there.
And he sort of touches his cheek. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever seen the old movies when that sort of happens. They sort of rub their cheek like, did that just really happen? Like, it's very wholesome. That's kind of what happens here, where he just sort of rubs his cheek and like gives a little bit of a smile and gets back to work. So all we need now, Quimby, is you. You got to find your match.
I was kind of hot for Glassblower. Like, I was like, as he walk up, I'm like, Verna, you gonna share him? I feel like Quimby's dating life is very haphazard and not serious, and can't commit. So
you could find what was her? You could find your, not Frida, Diego. You'll meet your Diego Rivera. Don't worry. But anyway, so you guys have gotten the final thing. You have your party favors. You have all of the elements you need. And as you walk away, you hear the shattering of glass.
Oh, I sprint back to Billy Dubois' stall.
So
that's what's coming from.
It didn't happen like at his stall, like it's not something that's happening to him, but you see like, well, it kind of is happening to him, but like nothing was thrown at him, no violence was done towards him. It was basically someone smashing one of the pieces of his work, and this person is yelling at him like, Queen's men were the ones who booked you. How dare you sell us out for the Cherub's Hideaway?
Who is it? Who is speaking?
None other than your favorite Cornelius Spratt, aka Corny, vice president of the Queen's Men. And you see this short gentleman with he's got strawberry blonde hair, freckles across his nose, but he's even though he's short, he's built stocky, like he's a muscular dude. You know.
Yeah. Please let me.
He's got that Peaky Blinders going on, where he's got the little like newsboy cap and the suit going on.
Curtis is going to be waving her stove scarf. Get in!
I am going to kind of quietly walk up behind Corny. I'll have to say,
you are taller than him, so your shadow kind of goes across his back.
I'll say you'll have to forgive Mr. Dubois, Corny. He's haunted by the dead.
Corny turns around slowly, like, so you heard that, huh?
No, we've heard a lot of things, Corny. And I kind of point a finger at him, and I like jab a finger at his chest. I say, Where's Jonathan?
He looks at you, and I would like you to roll to intimidate him. This is going to be
I'm going to
bravado and
roll.
persuasion. Bravado
Oh,
and
you got it.
persuasion. You need at least 2 successes. Irene is tougher, but he's still pretty tough. There's a reason he's VP. 2 successes?
4, 5, 6. Let's go. 2 successes.
Okay, so like your height and your indignance, and then Berna and the other 2 cheering you on is enough for him to like kind of start to sweat a little bit, especially because
I'm just having jewels and twisted them.
he doesn't have backup with him, or at least not that you can see. And he says,
Yeah.
"We didn't do anything to your buddy, all right? We just needed
Well-
him out of the way."
Out of the way? Are you that threatened, Corny? Surely a club of your renown will have a much more creative solution to being the second best party in all of town.
Listen here, Foster, don't patronize me. And he like puts his finger in your chest, and it's this hilarious moment of like this man who's a full head shorter than you is trying to like really get in your face, but he can't because he's too short. So,
Corny, I would like to use a scene cue.
let's go. Okay, what scene cue do you want to use?
Well, I start saying, Corny, is this really that important to you? Because in the pursuit of art, isn't it more important to make a statement rather than the temporal, the temporal delight of throwing a good party? I'm using existential crisis.
Fantastic. Okay.
Your mind is in constant pursuit for universal truths and questioning the world around you. You share this experience with someone until you make them question their place in the world and everything they thought to be true. I'm going to give Corny a complex, and he's going to reconsider his place in the world.
You're giving him an ego death?
So you express this to Cornelius, and he's like, and at first he's a little stubborn. He's like, "No, Irene is my everything. I understand. The Queen's men are what I live for." And then you're like, "But take that away, and who are you?" And he starts going into meltdown mode, like.
Also, I'll remind him that Irene is probably
there
very
is no
likely a
without
lesbian.
them. Right. Well, and he's like, I know Irene doesn't swing my way, but and he's breathing heavy, and like he starts holding his head. He's like, ah! So Cornelius is down for the count. He's having an existential crisis.
Just talk circles around him. Yes, perfect.
Can we kick him while he's down while you're talking at him?
You want to kick him, Verna?
Oh, absolutely.
No,
I think the moment like he starts melting down, Verna's like, "Come, Justin, we need to give him physical injuries for the kidneys." And she immediately just starts kicking him in the side.
But you are also an old lady, so how hard are these kicks?
Oh, it's barely anything, but she's wearing very sharp sandals.
Oh God. Okay.
So
So
he's 2 kicks happen.
okay. So like he gets kicked, he kind of falls over as you kick him, which makes it even like more pathetic singing. He's like, he's like, he's sitting there like in the fetal position, like I don't, and people are like kind of starting to look at them. And I will say, you guys have gained a point of dignity because or dignity, and this is going to count towards your club's renown because what you have done is shown the Queen's men for the villains that they are, and shown that the Cherub's hideaway was being sabotaged. So yeah,
Had to steal from an old woman. How could they?
and he's like, and like you hear something kind of unsettling as we're having this meltdown. You see him hold his head, and he's like, "Oh, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Even without the Queen's men, the Cherub's hideaway is gonna get set on fire, so it's fine.
What?
The club will burn down, and we'll lose everything."
Arson? What?
And you have found out that the Queen's men are going to set fire to your club.
These guys are such dicks. I was ready to give Irene an invitation just because she was family, and like, no need to be sore. Plenty of coquitos for everyone, but now she's setting the place on fire. Fuck that.
I was gonna invite Corny to be a part of our group.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, she doesn't love you, but what about us? We're down on our luck too. It's fine, but you're gonna set fire to it? Dude, this is crazy. Kick him again.
Bill has watched this happen, and Billy goes up to him and says, "No, Miss Lovebreed, you mustn't. I'll call the police. You should get to your club and try to stop it from being set ablaze."
Of course.
Do you have a
Do
card
you have
here?
a phone I do. He's Irish, though. He may be late. Do you have a phone I can use to call him?
No, that was
What is this hate on the
Verna.
Irish?
Verna,
Verna. I mean,
Verna,
to be
that's
fair.
inappropriate.
But yes, okay. So he says, I don't have a phone here, but he goes to his assistants. Bring the phone from the studio quickly. And they bring you a phone. Like you see the cord extend through the shop
Amazing.
all the way through the stall to you, Verna.
Crackerjack boy, get here quickly. There's a fire in progress.
But we must stop at the mansion. I have words with Aunt Deborah.
That can wait.
Maybe drop her
No.
off.
No, I have a plan
Verna?
to stop the fire.
Oh, you have a
We're going
plan
to
stop the fire.
use.
All right. If I look at our Billy and I say if I may, and I'm gonna call Hydrangea,
Okay.
or
Mhm.
David,
Okay.
whoever is number now, and just be like, get to the clubhouse. They're gonna set it on fire. The Queen's men. Clink. And just anyway.
Well, you hear David on the other line at before you say this, and you don't even give David a chance to respond. I could just let you figure out where they're at later.
Yeah.
Where are
Okay.
they?
Oh,
Sounds good.
that's between them, and I wish them well. I don't need to know the details.
Where are you? Get out of the closet. It's on fire.
The place is on fire. Can you just know? But yeah. Okay, so you hear the squeal of the Model T's wheels as it speeds through, going at 40 miles an hour in the city of Peccadillo, because that's top speed. 20 miles an hour? Is that top speed right now? I don't remember. What top
40
speed-
probably.
No, it is 40. Okay, so yeah. So
Yeah,
40
30 or
miles
40.
per hour is as Herbert
Yeah, that's fast.
what's the word I'm looking for? Drifts in front of your group,
Tokyo
picking up
drift.
snow, and it
Nice.
covers you in snow. So there's that cartoon moment where you're all basically snowmen. And he looks and says, "You said it was an emergency, miss."
No, that's
Going
the
to
Badger,
burn that
Herbie.
club.
Let's go.
You shake off all the snow. You hop in the car, and Herbie, speeds through the town back to Farrago Way. I'm gonna ask you guys to roll, unless you have a scene cue that can help you here. I will allow a scene cue here,
Ooh.
but to get there in before the Queen's men set it on fire. I'm gonna say this is 2 successes because you are kind of far. So it, and even at the speedy speed of 40 miles an hour, I can't guarantee you'll get there before they light the place up.
Oh, if I could use friends in low places,
You absolutely can.
Yeah, that if there's time to set something up, I can have people run, interference in different intersections so we can get
Yeah, I
through.
think sounds good.
Okay, so are you having them run interference for the Queen's men or for you?
For us so that we can get there faster. Oh, actually, no, that's a good idea. No, that's easier. That's easier.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Because that's just protect the
Okay.
clubhouse. Invites for all of you, of course.
Yep. So you make a phone call. Who do you call?
I'm gonna call
Because you
Weezy
call David.
McGillicuddy.
Weezy McGillicuddy? Not them.
Terrible. Wheezy's when I was a newsie, we had and I got to intern with some reporters and got to meet some very interesting characters. Also, in the pursuit of art, you enjoy the company of all manner of people. So yeah, I think Wheezy's there's Wheezy. We've got a firebug problem at the clubhouse. Another club rivals of ours called the King's Men are going to try to set it on fire. Can you and the lads and lasses run interference?
Yeah, we can. No problem.
Alright.
How quickly
and
are you trained to be there?
We're coming from Picado Circle. Getting there. We got a Verna's ride. We'll get there as soon as we can.
All right. Well, has someone called the fuzz already? And has someone called the fireman?
No and no.
We'll take care of that for you too.
Oh, Weezy, you're the best. Invites.
I know.
I got a handful of invites for you and the entire gang.
Well, be sure to provide some booze, and we'll all be there.
Oh, have you ever heard of a coquito?
No. What's that?
Well, you're come and find out.
All right, done deal then.
Irish.
I'll see. Good luck. And he hangs up the phone. So
I'm Irish American, so I apologize for any Irish stereotypes that we seem to be referred to.
No, we didn't
in this
do
game.
I apologize as well. But so you blow through the streets of Pecadillo at trying to get back to Farrago Way. You've used your seeing cue, so you automatically succeed in getting there before everything is set on fire. I will say that, like, on your way, you can hear the wailing of the fire sirens. And as you arrive at the Hideaway, you can see the police have arrived. A couple of your people a couple of Wheezy's people have arrived, and you can see Hydrangea and David, who were in the closet at the Cherub's Hideaway, standing outside, looking with Hydrangea looking duly horrified, like how could this? And like as you like pull up, you can hear, I just don't understand why Irene hates me so much. I didn't do anything. I was just trying to further the art scene. Is it such a sin to ask for more culture in the city of Pecadillo? And Verna, you can tell these are crocodile tears. She wants to bury Irene, and she is doing her best to do so.
I would love to assist her. I would also like to act the crocodile tears.
No.
Verna's gonna be like, wait! And then she's gonna step out, pull out her handkerchief.
And then Irene, no! Did they ever tell you what they did with Bozo the chimpanzee? She drugged him. She gave him absinthe.
And you can see, like, Quimby and Justin, you can see that Irene has been apprehended by the cops. Like, she's in handcuffs. She's pissed. Clearly, she looks like she was roughed up, so she did not go quietly. She tried to fight a few guys before she was apprehended. You can see, like, some of the cops, too. Like, one has a black eye. One, like, looks like maybe his arm is a little sore. So, this was not easy on them, but yeah, and a couple other members of the club that have been also handcuffed, like it wasn't like a lot of people, but clearly there was like a small group of them that were intent on like making the Holiday Gala theirs, to the point of, you know, burning this place down. The fire chief is the firemen are there. They're all handsome gals, guys, and non-binary pals, the lot of them. So it's not, firemen are all hot by default, so it's like
there we go.
That's the
There
default.
we go.
So, but yeah, so you guys walk up on the scene. Verna, you come over and you start tearing up, and Hydrangea reaches out for you and says, "Oh, Verna, it was terrible, let me tell you. Oh, I'm so glad you're here to comfort me in my time of need."
Oh, I'm so glad you're here as well.
They're just pulling each other tears.
They're just sobbing, and like, you know how like when you reach a pitch that is physically painful to listen to.
Oh, yeah, glasses shatter in the room.
Yep. That's the two of them. So Quimby and Justin, that's what you're hearing. The cops look so over it. Like the police chief is like, "All right, oh I hear you. Yes. Did you or did you not want to press charges?" And he looks to you two for like help, because these women are hysterical. He needs to do his job. What the hell, you know?
I mean, I was ready to forgive, but now they're going to burn down the club and the Philippe.
Not the Philippe.
Yeah, not the Philippe.
Not the Philippe. The Philippe is so expensive.
Yeah, book 'em.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but
I think that,
it's too much.
The chief nods and says, "All right, you are all under arrest for petty arson. Maybe next time, just try being a good club." And
Snap. Yes. Go.
they're all
Is that
packed.
Justin and Quimby are like,
They're all packed into like the police cars.
And where's
And-
Jonathan?
Hydrangea like dabs at her eyes. Oh, I forgot to mention it. We found him at the Queen's Men's Social Club. You know, they gave him 2 tickets to the Bahamas.
why
He
did they
could take
kidnap me?
anyone he wanted, sending him on a nice vacation. Provided he kept this whole situation under wraps.
Mm.
Naturally, Jonathan didn't take it. He never did. He never could betray our club. And she's like dabbing at her eyes, and then like she hands her napkin to like her handkerchief to David, who then proceeds to dab at her eyes for her, and says, "Well, Jonathan came to me and told me what was happening, and well, let's just say he's at the Shrewsbury estate with the Philippe, just in case things went awry."
Mm.
Good. I was worried about the Philippe.
I was worried about Jonathan, but
I mean, I was worried about Jonathan too, but I was also worried about the Philippe. I mean, both things could be true.
Both Jonathan and the Philippe are safe. And she's like, "Did you get everything for the gala? Without the Queen's man, and without us, there's no gala. And I don't feel like being the bad guy. That's their problem." And she like
Well-
motions towards the direction they left with the Queen's men. Like,
I will. Yeah, I think we can give Hydrangea a rundown of like everything we procured.
Mhm.
Marquez Moonshine, Billy's Glass, Little Pigs. Bianca's handling alcohol. We're gonna have drinks that people have never heard of, and red wine that people have heard of.
ooh, what is a coquito?
You'll have to find out. Everything is. Oh, we did not get pins with our logo because I was so distracted by getting.
Don't you worry, darling. David, go get some pins with the Cherub's logo. We need everyone to know who's hosting this party.
Corny was there, and Corny has been trailing us and sabotaging us the entire time. Yeah.
Corny!
We gave him what for?
That little munchkin. Ugh. I knew he was bad news. Verna, I hope you gave him what for.
Oh, and I'm dabbing at my head. Oh, positively. You know, stealing from a delicate flower such as myself.
Exactly. And
Quimby's kind of in
Quimby,
the background, like Verna. Who am I?
am I chopped liver? She looks at you and says, "Quimby, thank you. You've been an excellent president for the Cherub's Hideaway. I'm so glad we voted for you democratically, just like Justin suggested."
You did that, right?
Justin. Yeah.
Democratically, yeah.
What does that mean?
What does that
But anyway.
mean?
Well, are we sure we don't want to reconsider the drawing names from a fishbowl idea I had?
Oh
You want
no.
to?
I think you should be the president of the club for as long as you like. You've done an excellent job. Jonathan, on the other hand, we may have to talk to him about being treasurer. That boy can't do math. He needs to understand that whenever I take
Oh.
money, it doesn't count.
Oh no,
Justin's treasurer.
Oh,
I'm not. The
why was
treasurer.
Jonathan doing the numbers?
Jonathan.
Well,
Oh,
I'm vice president.
oh, you're vice president.
Yes.
I got my J names confused. My bad. That's me.
There's a
That's
lot
on-
of.
that's on
there's
amps.
multiple daters.
Both of y'all are just a sandwich short of a picnic, aren't you?
Hey.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. Why don't we go inside? We have a gala to prepare for. And then she like walks in with David and she says, "David, don't forget the tables, the chairs, the tablecloths, the pins, the champagne glasses. We're gonna need this." And she like rattles off a long list of like a bunch of other things that never even would have occurred to you guys. but because she's done this before, she's like rattling off all this stuff, and David's like taking notes. And the next day is the Holiday Gala, which miraculously David has procured everything that is necessary as far as tables, tablecloths, chairs, decorations, streamers, balloons. The entirety of the Cherub's Hideaway and the area around it is so festive that it's delightful. And Hydrangea has allowed each of you to add your own personality, because it's still an art club, to the decorations. So what do you add?
Ice sculptures paid for by the Lovebreed estate of chimpanzees.
Deborah Lovebreed?
Oh, chimpanzees.
Deborah Lovebreed, of course.
So
Quimby, don't we have like a shoe or something from
We have somebody's shoe. The person we caught spying on us. Yes. So that's going to become a centerpiece on the main table. And we're going to, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to put it on a metal grate. I'm going to put some tea candles a safe distance below and some paper above, so it looks like the shoe is just on fire.
fantastic. And I think the title of the piece is the title of the piece is "Long Live the Queen."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Untitled, try it again.
Or you could, well, let's see. I feel like that's a good title, actually. We could call it a bunch of other things, but I think "Long Live the Queen" that has enough of an artsiness to it. But yeah, because you're clearly digging on the Queen's Men, who their club is scandalized, so they've lost all their renown. They are now beneath you because they got arrested.
What do you mean now beneath us?
Well, because you were
Always.
well,
No, I know. I'm just
now.
I'm just-
You know, I get what you're saying.
Hey.
But yes. Hey, so there's ice sculptures. You have the shoe centerpiece. Justin, what do you contribute to the decorations?
I think I'm gonna do a solid for my man Harvey, and I think I'm gonna make something like I imagine like a buffet table for all like the pastries and stuff. And so
Yeah.
I'm gonna like, out of like really strong like wire or something like that, or metal, I'm gonna create like this really beautiful kind of place for all of the snacks and the pastries to sit on. So it's gonna look like an orb, and then it's gonna have like branches of it shooting outward. So it's like this kind of like almost like the pastries are like floating on the table.
Oh wow!
So people
And
can
I
just,
think
like, walk
Harvey
over
is
like,
incredibly impressed with this display, and he asks you, "Do you mind helping me with setting this up?
Yeah.
I'm a little worried I'm gonna break it. It's so delicate."
Oh no, it's sturdy.
He smiles and says, "Is it?"
Yeah, just because something looks delicate doesn't mean it's actually delicate.
He gives like a smile, and it's a flirty smile. He's flirting with you now. But yeah. And he says, "Well, okay." And you guys start setting up these pastries together. And we zoom out from you, and Verna, you can see Billy putting the party favors out on the table with his assistants. And he says, "No, that one goes on the end. That one is reminiscent of the human condition. We want the tortured ones on the end, and we want the ones in the middle to be a commentary on the peerage and how they do not care about what happens to the poor. Do you understand what I'm going for here?"
Verna will just sidle up to him.
A truly poignant art piece, truly.
He looks to you and says, "Do you mean it?"
With all of my heart.
He smiles and straightens out his tie, because he has dressed up a little. He's not like working technically, so he straightens up his tie, and he actually cleans up pretty well, and says, "Well, I'm glad that you see the meaning and understand what I'm trying to communicate. You know,
course.
especially as a member of the peerage. And he takes your hand dramatically because he is very convinced that you are deeply attuned to the plight of the poor in Peccadillo.
Oh Lord.
But of course, the unfortunates of Peccadillo deserve the very best that we could give them. In fact, I ravaged my Aunt Deborah's accounts to pay for the marvelous sculptures which will be given to the orphans later so that they can have iced drinks.
You're going to give them ice?
I'm dying, I'm sorry. And he looks at you and says, "You stole from the rich to give to the poor?"
I know I'm something of a Robin Hood.
He sweeps you up into a fireman's carry and says, "I can't contain myself, Verna." And walks off with you.
She started stealing
Go to
Verna.
hell!
Oh no, I think she wants to be stolen.
There's a closet with Verna's name on it. Don't go in there.
Don't go in. We are putting a hedgehog on the door.
There's a little Pico pig sitting on the door.
Oh.
And
If I see them, if they walk by me, I'll just be like, just be careful of the fleep.
the Philippe is actually on display. Like, it's in a beautiful display. So
Oh, there
it's
we go.
not-
That's true. That's
yeah,
right. We
so
put
like
it
you
out.
can walk in and like glance at it, but it's nowhere near the closet. Should be fine.
Yeah, good.
And Quimby, you find yourself standing under the mistletoe, all alone,
Oh,
looking at this group, at these revelers, as it begins to fill with people that are happy to party
how does the band sound?
with their new instruments and their pay. They sound fantastic.
And their pay.
And their pay? You mean they're
Nice.
getting paid what they're worth? What?
Yeah,
Good.
But yeah, they sound amazing. They actually were a diamond in the rough and a great choice for the group for the for the event. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, I'm standing under the mistletoe. Hopefully people are making exquisite corpses and we're hanging them up as they are on one wall as they're being finished. And I'm just looking very proudly at what the club's been able to accomplish. Just excited for what this means for the club and for art in the city. And
As you stand there admiring and having all of these thoughts, a voice behind you, a deep voice says, excuse me, I'm the Cherub's Hideaway. Is this the right place?
yes, and I turn and who am I addressing?
You see a tall, he's about 6'2", gentleman, square jawline, broad-shouldered. He's older. He's got streaks of gray in his hair, so probably definitely younger than than Billy. But
Quimby's like 31. I forgot.
Yeah.
Quimby's
So-
younger than Justin. I forgot.
right, this is a man who's like in his 40s. It's not like
Yeah.
we're representing all generations here.
Yeah.
Right, but he seems pretty he seems very well groomed. Like, he's dressed up for the occasion, almost maybe possibly even a little too formal for the event.
Mhm.
His suit is fitted, and he says he takes his hat off and he says, I'm sorry to be a bother. I just arrived in Peccadillo, and I gotta give him a name. I always forget I gotta give these people names. Why?
Want me to roll for it? Or?
Yeah, let's roll.
Go. Let's so.
13.
A 13. Ooh, Dorian Perry.
Torian.
Dorian Perry, but not Gray. Not Dorian Gray. Dorian Perry. Different Dorian. Legally distinct. Anyway, so, and he says, my name's Dorian Perry. I just moved to Peccadillo. I'm an artist, and I was looking for a club to join. I heard about the Cherub's Hideaway, and I thought it might be a good fit.
Oh, well, certainly we are the up and coming premier club for Art Nouveau and the avant-garde. If that is something that you can appreciate, well, we'd appreciate having you here.
He smiles at you and like catches what you're putting down, and says, I like that. I'd like that a lot. And we can zoom out from you as you have your warm little moment under the mistletoe. And last but not least, we see Hydrangea in the center of it all, enjoying being the center of attention and the success of the Holiday Gala. And all of you hear before you go off to with your respective friends, shall we say, all of you hear the dreaded words come out of her mouth that make you shudder. You know, I think this went really well. I'd love to do it again next year.
Oh god.
Somewhere in the closet, somewhere in the club, Verna feels herself die a little inside.
Quippy, you have any reaction to this?
I just don't hear it.
I do hear it.
I can adore it.
I think I hear it, and I like take one what's it called? What is the drink that we have?
The coquito.
Yeah, I take one coquito, I drink it, and then I hand one over to Harvey and say, "What about next year? What are you doing next year?"
What are you doing next year? And I think that is where we are going to end this session of Flabbergasted. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a wonderful two-shot adventure. This is such a fun game to play that I am now really considering doing a little bit more of a multi-session, maybe a mini campaign or even a more multi-episode campaign, but we'll see how that works out. That said, thank you so much for joining us today over at the Pocket Dragon Pub. I hope you've had a blast following the adventures of all these crazy characters. Thank God we have Abby today. We were so sad to not have you last week, but you're here now, yeah. And as always, my name is Vixie Bell. I've been your friendly neighborhood GM, and I cannot tell this story alone, so I am gonna throw it over to our delightful cast, starting from the back, starting from the opposite end, let's say, not the back, starting from the opposite end. Ampersands, tell us where we can find you.
Hello. Normally you can find me here on the Pocket Dragon Pub. Sometimes you can find me over on Logomancy Media. And mostly you can find me on my own channel. On Twitch, I'm a variety streamer, play a lot of horror comedy and puzzle games and games with my friends. Cooperative type games like Repo and Murky Divers is a new favorite.
Murky Divers,
we need to check out Storebound, and I know Abby's tried Storebound recently. Playing video games and going through my backlog of indie games. It's a lot of games with ghosts and puzzles and the spells that go boom. You can find me if you go to alltheampersands.card with 2 R's.co. You'll find all my socials.
Yay! And who are you gonna popcorn it to?
I'm gonna popcorn it to Tadana.
Hi, I'm Tadhana, and I've been playing Justin A Guy, and you can find me honestly here on Pocket Dragon Pub, just doing stuff. And then I am also on TikTok as a TTRPG content creator, and doing some writing as well. I am coming out with my own website where you can find not just all my socials, but you can also find all of my creative works, including all the TTRPG content that I am writing, including one-shots, a book based on Filipino culture, and a TTRPG, basically a setting. But all that will be on my website, TADHANAJOY.com.
Yay!
Ooh. I'm gonna pop this over to Abby.
Oh my goodness. Well, everyone here is so cool. It's such an honor to be at tables at Pocket Dragon always. But if you want to see more of me, you can check me out on channels like The Hype Goblin and also Twisted Fates, where we have series coming out. But you can check me out in GM's chair with Dino Crisis, the award-winning mini-series where I feed my players to dinosaurs. It's 10 candles. It's fantastic. But it was amazing.
A dinosaur 10 candles game?
Yes. We need to watch it, and hopefully we'll have you at the GM's chair here real soon too.
I was just about to ask him, like, you guys want me to run you some 10 candles?
Yes.
I certainly could.
Well,
Yeah, we are.
But that's all I gotta say. Hagone and Ahi here for letting me play.
Yay! Okay. Alrighty, folks. And once again, my name is Vixie Bell. You can find me here at the Pocket Dragon Pub, over at Happy Jacks RPG, or a number of other channels. You can follow me on socials to find out all the things that I'm doing, either at Vixie Bell or at Pocket Dragon Pub. We have a lot happening at the pub for 2026. That includes live events as well as online events, and you'll see all of these wonderful familiar faces here. We love them. We love having them at tables, and I wish I could play all the time. But that said, thank you for joining us tonight. You all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna